Hey, this is Primoz Lazar here, and I wanted to reintroduce myself to those who are newcomers to my YouTube channel, to my social media channels. First of all, I'm an online business coach, I'm an online course creator, and I help my clients, starting online coaches and more experienced, more successful online coaches, to launch their courses, their programs to a bigger amount of students in one shot, right? So basically, I'm familiar with all the online growth strategies of how to get clients organically, how to position your online social media brand, how to expand your audience, how to convert that audience into clients, into sales, and most importantly, how to execute that juicy final public launch so you can fill your course, your group program with a bigger amount of students in one shot, right? So you can squeeze out of your audience a bigger amount of cash, right? So that's who I am, that's what I do, but I want to rewind here and explain you my story, where I come from, who am I, what's my vision, what are my inspirations, and also I'm gonna explain you what is my method that I use for the online business growth, all right? So first of all, right now I'm located in my village house here in Slovenia, in Europe. That's my home country. I actually settled down right now this year here locally because I'm very much focused on my business growth and I did not want to travel right now. I just wanted to settle down, find myself completely, really purposefully, start building a very strong system foundation for my online business growth. But anyways, I came back to my home country like 2 years ago. I used to live for 5 years in Australia. And I also traveled to the States in between, and then I returned back home, right? But yeah, it all started 7 or 8 years ago when I broke down personally. I lost my vision, I lost my purpose. I moved to Australia just to get experienced. I learned the universal success principles there through the photography job, professional photography and filmmaking job that I had. I learned also the basics of entrepreneurship, how to work with customers, how to be a great leader, how to do sales, how to deliver great service, how to deliver great project to your client. And I also learned how to deal with people, right? Networking and engaging, communicating. And I learned basically this energy that is really like motivational. It's like motion, right? Things are happening, right? So I kind of learned how life and business work, right? And then I wanted to travel, I wanted to be location independent, so I started learning about digital marketing because that's something that I could do online, right? And I fell in love with online entrepreneurship, and I started building websites for local business owners, setting up paid advertising for them, content creation for them. I generated some leads for them, new contacts, new sales contacts, and I also saw that they don't know how to convert those contacts into sales, right? So I started sales, I became sales consultant to them and business consultant to them at the same time because they did not have that kind of strategy of how to grow online or how to be organized, systematic and really take care of their business, right? Anyway, so I fell in love with business consulting, strategizing. I found myself being really good in seeing visions and setting goals, seeing visions, and then making a plan, a strategy of how you can come there, right? And hit those numbers or whatever the metrics are, right? So with that said, that's when I wanted to actually stop working with local business owners because I came across an online coaching industry, right? I have not been familiar with it before that, but I really fell in love with an option that I can just have my laptop, right? I build my online personal brand, I expand the audience online, I get clients online, and I work with them from anywhere, right? Through Zoom, through all this kind of stuff that you just need an internet connection, your phone, laptop, and whatever place that you're at, right? So I became in love with this opportunity, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna become an online coach, right? And the first thing that was I started offering to my clients was how to get your first higher paying clients online, right? At the same time, I was learning the game how to get my first higher paying clients online, and I already started teaching it because I just needed to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of some people who are not even familiar a lot about digital marketing, online marketing, content creation, audience growth, audience expansion, positioning online, converting people into sales. For example, so I was able to help them, right? Because I was studying this expertise. I really loved this approach, right, of mine. Anyway, so I worked with many online coaches, and I helped them to get their first higher paying clients online. I'm talking about 1K, 2K, 3K that they are paid for their services, right? And I started doing same for myself. I worked with clients at the beginning for $300, $500 per few sessions, and I increased my program up to $2,500, now $3,500, right? And I help coaches, authorities to launch their courses, programs in a bigger way right now through a specific method that I'm gonna share with you as well later on, right? So then I left Australia, I fell in love with this online coaching opportunity, I traveled to the States, I spent some time in America, in Miami, but then I wanted to return back home, I got this house for myself now, I settled down, and I'm gonna start traveling again, right? Anyways, so now I am here, and that was my story, right? I have overcome a lot of challenges for myself, a lot of personal struggles, business struggles as well. I was not able to figure it all out, right? So I needed 5 to 7 years to really make it happen for myself, and now I can do online coaching full time, right? So that's the story part of mine, right? Now I'm gonna share with you the methods that I use for the online coaching business growth, right? So I can provide you with some value, and you can kind of authentically connect to me and how I started and how I'm doing everything, and how does it work, right? So there are 5, let's say 6, right? There are 6 things, 6 steps for you to go through to build an online business and start selling your courses, your programs to the bigger amount of people, and also passively, right? So the first step is you having vision. Second step is you positioning your online brand, your online system, your online social channels, right? The third step is expansion of your potential client, of the audience of potential clients, so people can see and hear your message. The fourth step is nurturing your audience with content and engaging with them. And then fifth step is converting people into your clients, right? And there are a few methods to do that. One of them is a bigger launch, right? And the last step, which is sixth step, is actual execution, right? Weekly, daily routine. So these are 6 steps that represent my method, right? And I also have created a course, a video course that you can access, and teaches you all of these 6 steps in details, how you set it all up, right? You can go to my landing page. It's called webinar.primozlazar.com. It's gonna give you access to a video where I educate you on this method, and you can actually purchase my course as well, and you can join my group program that comes with it, right? You will have a few options there, right? So anyways, there are 6 steps through which I take all of my clients. Some of them are already more advanced, some of them are starters, right? But these 6 things, they need to work very well hand in hand together so the results can happen, right? And the business can very much grow, right? Now, the first step, your vision. Your vision is the crucial thing. You got to have a goal. You got to be in the right energy field yourself. You got to feel good about your product, your service, and what are you trying to achieve. And you need to know what is your why you are doing this, and what's going to be the outcome of you going through these struggles to get, towards your goal. So you got to be really passionate and inspired by starting an online business and growing it and serving other people. So that's the very important step, is you being in the right energy field, seeing your goal, knowing where you are going, and also having a strategy of how you're gonna come there, right? The second step is positioning. It all begins with positioning your online brand, your online system, and your offer, right? You gotta exactly know what's that one result that you're gonna get other person when they're working with you, right? One message, one result, and there comes one offer, one transformational process through which they're gonna need to go, or the things that you're gonna need to educate them on, or shift their limiting beliefs on that, so they can get that one outcome, one result. And you're gonna charge a high price. If your one-on-one time is involved, higher price for you to take them through this journey and get them that outcome, that end result, right? So positioning your offer is the first thing. Then positioning your social media channels and the content pieces that are there so they convey the right message of who you are, who you work with, what's the outcome result that you get them, right? So positioning your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whichever channels do you use correctly. The third thing in regards to positioning is that you set up an online conversion system so you can kind of collect sales in the future passively, or you can get people on a webinar and then they can purchase your service and so on, right? So it's creating an opt-in landing page and creating a course program sales page that's got all the information about your offer so people can make a decision to work with you, right? That's actually an advanced thing. You don't need this to get your first higher paying clients, but if you are launching a group course, group program, you're gonna need this online conversion system. It's all connected to the email marketing as well. So people are reminded through the email, right, that you are launching something, that they can access your course or whatever there is, right? So these were 3 steps of positioning your online brand, your online business, right? And yourself correctly so you can grow. Now, you will need to expand the audience of potential clients, right? You're gonna need to expand the reach so more people can see you and can hear your message, all right? And the very important thing here is that you need to know a few strategies of how you're gonna do that, right? And let me kind of explain you a few, right? The first one is existing client referrals, how to get your existing clients to refer you more clients, right? Then the second simple option would be you manually networking online with potential clients in certain Facebook groups or on Instagram. You can find competitors of yours and you can network with people there and get them follow you, and you have then a conversation with them and so on. Then organic growth, right? Using hashtags, keywords, creating amazing content so people start following you from there. And now, the most juicy thing, right? Podcasting, right? You can launch your own podcast and you can host other experts on your podcast, and with that your audience is gonna see you as an expert, and their audience will love you as well, and they're gonna come and follow you as well, right? So this is like the best, most amazing expansion strategy. It's podcasting. It's like seeing more people. It's increasing your brand awareness, right? Something that comes under this podcasting idea is JV collabs, collaborations with other industry experts who serve the same audience as you do. And what can you do with them is value-driven webinars or value-driven interviews or Facebook Lives, right? You can kind of cooperate and co-create content pieces, and their audience are gonna come and follow you because they will love you and stuff like that, right? So these kind of collaborations, they are another thing for audience expansion. And shout outs and content repurposing with them, all these kind of things, right? Then affiliate marketing and, for example, guest blog post writing for a certain article website, right? Blog website, right? I'm not gonna go much into detail of this stuff, but I just gave you like 5 or 6 or 7 audience expansion strategies that you could use, okay? Now we move into the content marketing, which is nurturing your existing audience so they really become familiar of your methods, right? And here are 3 important things potentially, right? The first one is you need to know the content types that you're gonna put out, right? There are 3. First one is inspiring people through your story, through your lifestyle, and showing them what's possible, right? The second one is educating them on the methods that they should use to get the final outcome that you are providing them, right? So educating them on the things that they should know, right? And then shifting their limiting beliefs that are holding them back and stopping them from achieving that final end result, right? On their own or with you or whatsoever, right? And so on. So here, and showing them how to overcome the challenges, right? Then, if you know these 3 content types, you need to write content topics for each of them, right? There are a few strategies of how can you come up with content topics, right? You can make them up in your mind, right? Because you already know your ideal client. Or, for example, what I do is I have direct message conversations with my potential clients while I'm trying to pre-qualify them, qualify them, and I also see what are their objections, right? What are their limiting beliefs, right? And then I write those down and I create content pieces, topics around those, right? But anyways, that's another strategy, and there are a few more, right? Just come up with content topics which you're gonna talk about for all of those 3 content types that I shared with you before. Then you got content topics, you need to kind of have a weekly schedule so you know on which day you're gonna publish any of those content types and topics, right? So weekly schedule is also very important. So when you have weekly schedule, you're just gonna keep repeating it all over again and again with different content topics. You gotta show up with your daily content creation. 1 time, 2 times a day, you gotta publish something out there, right? And 3 to 4 to 5 times, you gotta go on stories, right? And promote your stuff, share your message, tell people, engage with people, right? So that's in regards to nurturing. And also the last thing of content nurturing and attraction marketing is that actually, I skipped one content type before, right? Which is offer, right? So the first one is inspiring, the second one is educating, and the third one is offering to people, right? Your service, telling them what they should do next, right? Or getting them to lift up their hand and express interest on your topic so you can have a conversation from there with them, right? So, and also sharing with people client testimonials, all right? So that's the third content type. I'm sorry, I skipped it before, I kind of got sidetracked. But anyways, after you got your content types, content topics, weekly schedule, then you need to also master copywriting to really clearly write each of those content pieces so they drive the topic home, right? And they let people know that you are a master at what you're doing, okay? So that's another thing. Now, and that concludes the content creation, content marketing, and attraction. I would need to discuss this with you more in depth to really get you understand how it all works in real time, right? One more thing that I'm gonna add here in regards to content creation is multi-purposing, okay? That is a system that I use for content multi-purposing. When I create something for YouTube like this, then I make short videos for Instagram. Like even right now after this, I'm gonna create a story video, right? And I'm gonna promote that video and stuff like that. I'm gonna use that for LinkedIn, Facebook, send out to my email list, write a copywriting piece, right? And I use a project management software for my content creation, so I always see which content pieces I have and where they were published and where they were not published. So I can really kind of show up everywhere, right? If possible, if I want to do so, right? Okay, that was content nurturing. Now the next step will be converting people into your clients, right? There are three major options of how to do that. First one is networking with people, getting conversations going with them in DMs and booking a call with them, right? That's the first option. The second option would be sharing with them a lead magnet or a video that they go and watch on your landing page, and there is a book call with me button, right? And they're gonna book a call with you from that landing page, right? And the third thing, which I love the most, is launching your program, your course, your group program in a big way, publicly, right? And telling people that you're launching your next group, your next course that's starting in 3-4 weeks time, and they can purchase in it right now, right? So that is like a 3-webinar strategy that I follow right now, and people can buy into your program, into your course from that webinar for a pre-sale price, beta price, and then a pre-launch price and a full price, right? Depending how quick they make a decision to join your group program, right? They're gonna have certain discount or certain additional bonuses that they're gonna get, right? Anyways, this requires more explanation, right? You can go to my webinar.primozlazar.com webinar short masterclass, video masterclass that explains you the launch strategy more in depth as well, right? And why is it important and how can you really make a big impact for your business right now and achieve the ultimate breakthrough for yourself and really start helping a lot of clients, right? Now, the last thing is execution. Execution is the foundation of everything, all right? The daily routine and weekly routine is the key to achieving your dream. You gotta know the tasks that need to be done weekly and daily, because daily you're gonna be repeating each and every day, and that's gonna drive results for you. And weekly you gotta know the content marketing plan and the things that you need to do weekly. So let me give you quick examples, right? Daily you need to create 1 or 2 content pieces, for example, and publish them on social media. You got to also show up on stories, so you can really are more sharing your story and what your message into people's faces, right? Then you also need to reply to you need to reach out to some people, and some people are gonna engage with your content, reach out to you, and you got to do those conversations every day in DMs, right? And book calls, right? You gotta book calls and you gotta do those calls, okay? You gotta do those calls and you gotta do client sessions every day, right? So that's gonna be your daily routine, from content creation to engagement, to conversations, to booking calls, doing calls, client calls, right? All of that stuff, it's gotta be done daily. It's gonna be your repetitive daily routine, and it requires from you to let it become your lifestyle, right? Now, the last thing is your weekly routine here, all right? Weekly, you should, for example, that's my weekly routine, do 2 or 3 podcasts every week. Write 1 blog article for a different blog, right? So their traffic goes toward me, right? Reading my article, and they go to my email list. Anyways, so one article every week, right? So every day I gotta publish content pieces, right, in that week. So what else do I need to do every week? Right? These are kind of the big things, right? 3 podcasts. I need to do 1 value-driven webinar, right? And so on. So the weekly routine is gonna give you a foundation for your month, for 2-3 months then, because after 2 months you're gonna launch, right? And doing your weekly routine is going to allow you to expand your audience, build an email list, and so on, right? So you see, execution is crucial. If you're not going to show up for your business, for your life, and do the work daily, if you don't allow it to become part of your lifestyle, you're not going to be able to break through and make it happen for yourself, right? And you should be doing those daily things that I just told you, and you're going to get great results doing them if you are consistent with doing them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a day. It's got to be your full-time gig, right? Content creation, engaging, calls, and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's execution. And that was the 6th step of going through building a successful online business, right? I gave you this method right now, so you kind of understand the full picture of how it all works. Definitely, there are so many details that I skipped because I cannot go into them right now in this short video. And if you would like to learn those details, go to webinar.primozlazar.com, where you can watch my video that's gonna re-explain you these things, right, that I just shared with you, and is gonna invite you to access my video course. All right, my group program if you want that as well, or to work with me one-on-one, all right? So I can lead you through this process. I have a program, it's 6-month group program. I work with you one-on-one in between as well, if you desire to do so. And you get access to my video course. And the goal of those 6 months is that you launch, right? And you onboard a bigger amount of students into your group for high price. For example, if you charge 1 or 2K for your group course program, if you get 10, 20 clients for it, that's like 20, 30K in sales, right? And that's the goal of my program, to get you to that point that your audience is huge enough, it's engaged, and you can announce to them a new course, new program, group launch, and you onboard them as your students, as your clients, right? So go to webinar.primozlazar.com to access the explanation to everything, to see the page of my course program, and you can join in, or you can even book a call with me to discuss a package program with you. Because I have options to just coach you or to even do some work with you, because I help very successful online coaches to do some back-end work for them, so they can just not do the technical stuff, but I help them with it, and we just really execute on their launch correctly, right? That's all that I wanted to share with you today. I just wanted to reintroduce myself, share my story, who I am, where I'm from, what I'm doing, what's my vision. Oh, let's talk about my vision. Anyways, then I shared with you my methods that I use, and here is my vision, right? I am perfecting this online growth process right now. So those launches are really effective and they always work, right? So if people do the work that leads them to there, right? That's my first vision, to get this program so solid, so simple, so sharp, so smooth that it works for most of the people who are willing to show up and do the work in a way that I teach them, right? Thereafter, I am planning to allow people to promote my program, my product as affiliate and network marketers, so we can build a huge community around what I have to offer to people. And I got really huge life goals that I want to hit and become a very successful expert, authority, speaker or guru or whatsoever. Anyways, I'm just opened in front of you right now. That's my vision. Okay, I'm not trying to brag here or whatsoever. This is who I am. I wanted to reintroduce myself. That's where I'm going, and I want you to be part of this journey. As you can see, I'm trying to be really authentic. I'm very good with people, communication, and if you decide to book a call with me right now, I'm gonna give you friendly advice. I'm gonna discuss with you how can you progress through my program and achieve great, amazing results through doing that. Okay, so that was Primoz Lazar, and go to webinar.primozlazar.com to see what's next there for you, and let me know if you got any questions. Let me know that in the comments, and I'm gonna engage with you, interact with you, and we're gonna win this game together. Okay, have a good one. Bye bye.